Hello, you beautiful infinite beings right onto your path of exploring the infinite. Thank you for tuning in today's video in which I'm going to be speaking about the thing that's causing you the most problems in your life, the thing that's been ruining your life in a sense, and it's been done by you yourself. The thing that is really ruining your life is not being true to yourself, and that attracts lots of problems towards you. Not being true to yourself. I'll narrow it down bit by bit. By not being true to yourself is means that you are living in your comfort zone, because your comfort zone is never being true to yourself. That's being pleasure driven rather than purpose driven, will always be accompanied by the feeling of knowing that there is more to you than this, knowing that there's more to your life than this, but not really pursuing these kind of things and staying in your comfort zone. So you're not being true to yourself, you're not being true to your calling, to your heart. Now, as always, I'm gonna say that this is a very non-linear topic, as in it's not just it doesn't just go in one way. Nothing about spirituality, nothing about energy talk, nothing about even philosophy or even psychology is linear to me the way I see it. So it's not it's a very so I'm going to be speaking in a very general sense, and you need to take that and apply it to the micro scale that befits you the most. I mean, if you're someone who's somehow happy in their comfort zone, then it means that most probably you are someone who's not really seeking the best version of themselves, someone who's not exploring at the infinite, who does not desire to unlock the highest potential of versions of themselves. If you're that person, then I'm happy for you, and then probably this video is not a problem, because by staying if you're in your comfort zone and you're being truly happy, you're not going to be encountering really that many problems or having your life ruined because of being in your comfort zone. And that's the silver lining. I mean, that's the very thin lining, because it's about you in the end. As I said, it's a non-linear equation, like everything in life. Now, if you're someone who's been desiring to upgrade their life, to reach to the next level, to get a step closer towards their real purpose and their full potential as humans in full alignment with their infinite self, but you're not working upon it and choosing to stay in your comfort zone while you are desiring it, and you're fully aware that there is this life, this purpose, that you could be doing these kind of things, and you might even have a clear vision of what should be done in order to upgrade to the next level, but you're not working upon it, then this is where the problem starts. This is where you start attracting more problems and obstacles and distortions and disruptions into your natural flow of life, into the normal course of your life. Because what's really happening energetically, this is building on everything is energy, and we are the creators of our own lives. Please refer back to either one of my videos. I mention it in several videos, but what happens energetically when you're truly desiring this upgrade, but you're choosing to stay in your comfort zone, because to attain this upgrade, you need to overcome lots of fears, you need to overcome lots of obstacles, you need to overcome lots of challenging situations, you need to take lots of risks, and to actually reach the alignment of your purpose, of your path, of whatever the upgrade you're desiring is. And what you need to understand is, to actually reach your infinite potential, your full potential, you need to align energetically with it. You need to vibrate on that same frequency. You need to, in other words, deserve it. And now, To do that, what happens when you're desiring but not working upon it is that you keep doing it long enough until you build a good enough momentum in your energetic records towards this purpose, but you're not really aligned with it. You're resonating with it, it's on your path and it's gonna happen at some point, but you're not yet aligning with it. You're not doing the required steps. You're not getting out of your comfort zone and being true to your inner self to actually attain it on the material level. Now, it's not always the case, because it's never a non-linear equation, as I said, and you could actually reach the alignment of many things just by focusing on raising your frequency and vibration through other things like devotional acts and commitment acts, which would still be getting out of your comfort zone, but through devotional acts and trust and believe in oneself and in the universe and the divine and the divine cosmic energy. By doing so, you actually raise your vibration, and things could flow into your life without effortlessly, and those are two ways, just two ways of the more probable ways of reaching in alignment with with whatever you're desiring, with your true path. But anyhow, I won't stray away from the main topic, so I'm not going to get into that other one. It's for another video. What you're doing is that you're asking, truly deeply asking, by not working upon it. Now you're almost, it's right there in your path, and but you're not doing the last bits and pieces to actually get you in alignment with this thing. Then what happens is that you get rushed by your infinite being through an obstacle, through a problem into their life. They're gonna take a step back, or they're gonna understand the message and run alongside their infinite self and alongside me as an infinite, since the infinite self is what put this in your way, towards your purpose, towards what you're desiring from the bottom of your heart. And so this obstacle, this problem, is going to make you rethink your decisions, rethink the path you're taking, reconsider what you're doing with your life, reconsider staying in that comfort zone. And by doing that, you have a better chance. You have a better chance at making a different decision, in making a change. You have a better chance at being the creator of your life by taking this change from the normal course that you've been very conditioned to live through in this life. If you want a change in the outcome, if you want something different than what you're going through, then you need to do something different, and that's comes in the form of a problem. If you're not doing it yourself, but you're really attracting it, it manifests as a problem. Because you're working one way, you're not doing what's really required, you're just wishing. First time, you could plunge yourself in coping mechanisms, pleasures, entertainment, drinking, and just find other ways to raise yourself up, to raise that dopamine back up that's been taken through that problem. And the intensity of the problem depends on which cycle is it of the problem, and how big is your intention, how big is your desires, and the upgrade you're desiring is. That also determines how big the problem is. It could, the worst case scenario, it could become a crisis. It could become a crisis in your life. That's a traumatic, absolutely traumatic experience that you go through, that turns your life upside down and takes everything from your ego, to teach you how to lose attachments, and to teach you how to, only if you desired it, and the intensity of the problem is also determined by what you need to learn in order to function and operate healthily and properly in this upgrade, because you could be wishing for something that's gonna feel dangerous, that comes with lots of challenges, but you're not ready to take on these challenges. You're very maybe a control freak. You're obsessed with having everything very neat and organized, and everything is going as you've planned it. But what the upgrade you're desiring is nothing like it. Is nothing like this. You need to be taught that things will not always go your way, that life is full of challenges, and this would actually determine that even the nature of the problem you're going to encounter. So the next time you face a problem, don't be demotivated, don't cower in fear and become hateful and resentful. Just love it and seize it and know that it's for your greater purpose, it's for your greater good. It's there to teach you, it's there to take you higher, it's there to raise your frequency and make you vibrate higher and brighter and more alignment with your actual purpose, with your true self. What happens is that you call onto that problem, then you maybe ignore it one way or another, you go to coping mechanisms, and somehow it passes. There are several ways that it could pass through, by either it ends up you being miserable, or it ends up you being very well as just like before it had even occurred. And then it goes on, and you settle down for what you have now, because this problem has crushed you, and you settle down for what you've got for this moment, and then bit by bit you start building this desire again, you start wishing again for what is really resonated within you. And again, another cycle, the problem comes, this time in a different form, this time maybe even bigger and more intense. Now it's scary, it's gonna push you back into survival, maybe it causes depression, and there's lots of complications, and there's lots of different factors involved that you almost can never determine exactly what needs to be done. So the best thing is to just follow your heart. I mean, you could very well do all of the shadow work and break this problem into little bits and pieces, and interpret it and analyze it. And fortunately or unfortunately or whatever, that's what I do most of the time. I break it down and I do all of the shadow work, then rather than just focusing on raising my frequency and energy through devotional acts and following my intuition purely, without fully breaking down this problem I've been through and understanding what exactly it's trying to teach me. Now, so when it goes, the next time it's gonna even be more intense, and the next time, and it's trying to, and maybe even your needs and your desire is building up more and more with all of this time passing, and you're not actually working upon it. So it's becoming more, you're refining it, you're working on it mentally, so you're refining it, you're adding this and that to it, so the same things are going to be added to the problem. That's how you are ruining your life, and that's how you are attracting onto your life all of these fearful experiences and challenges that are trying to teach you and trying to upgrade you. So just don't be demotivated, and love all of these experiences and approach them with an open mind and an open heart, and they will take you higher, my friends. And with that, I hope you've learned something, I've added value to your life through this video.